Big oil executives testifying virtually before a House committee in D.C. today about climate change.
Democratic lawmakers compared the landmark hearing to one in the 90s with tobacco company executives who tried to convince lawmakers that nicotine was not addictive. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry reports on the day's events from Capitol Hill.
I'm just asking an open question. It's not a gotcha question.
Democrats on Capitol Hill wanted clear testimony from oil executives of ExxonMobil, Chevron, BP America, and Shell.
For far too long, big oil has escaped accountability for its central role in bringing our planet to the brink of a climate catastrophe. That ends today.
But lawmakers said they didn't get the answers they wanted, much like at the big tobacco legislative hearing in the 90s.
I was hoping that you would not be like the tobacco industry was and lie about this.
Oil execs did talk freely about climate change and its effects.
As early as 1991, our annual reports discussed concerns about climate change.
ExxonMobil has long recognized that climate change is real and poses serious risks.
Did we join some of these shadow groups to work against some of the early efforts? Yes.
The hearing follows the release of a video in June that shows former Exxon senior lobbyist Keith McCoy speaking about the company's efforts to fight climate science. But the CEOs of ExxonMobil and Chevron both say their companies have not engaged in disinformation campaigns.
Any suggestion that Chevron is engaged in an effort to spread disinformation and mislead the public on these complex issues is simply wrong.
It is absolutely disgusting.
Republicans criticize Democrats' questions and the validity of the hearing.
The purpose of this hearing is clear: to deliver partisan theater for primetime news.
The oil company executives all pledged today to do their part to combat climate change.
All right, Skylar Henry joining us now from Capitol Hill.
There's the old saying, put your mouth where your money is, or your money where your mouth is, rather. Skylar, have these companies pledged to spend any money to reduce the effects of climate change?
Well, guys, they sort of have, and they didn't really put a dollar amount on what they would pledge to actually do, but instead say that they will try to work on what they refer to as low carbon policies that would ultimately try to get to net zero carbon emissions. We should mention that, again, they do recognize that climate change is a big deal, and they also say that it could be in part due to some of their policies and some of the things that they are doing, but they say that it is simply just going to take time in order to try to find more cleaner solutions in terms of energy.
Looking inward and looking for solutions. Skylar Henry from the Capitol, thank you.